Hello everyone, it's the stream. It's Chelsea versus Burnley from the Premier League. The Chelsea team has caused a lot of comment. Let's just say that. Mendy's in goal. Cesar Azpilicueta, Rudiger, Thiago Silva, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Matteo Kovacic, Jorginho, Marcus Alonso back into the team for the first time since September. Mason Mount, Timo Werner, Tammy Abraham. What is the team? What is the formation? It's going to be interesting. Is it 3-4-2-1? Is it 3-4-3? Is it 4-3-2-1 or 4-2-3-1? I wonder. But morning, everyone. This is early. Let's back Timo to score. Let's just say we hope that whoever takes to the pitch as a Chelsea player gives their all and we get a win. This is a difficult game against a well-organised, well-disciplined Burnley side who are a massive, massive threat set pieces. Let's just see the match coverage. Remember, guys, I'm watching this game and I'm doing a commentary on this particular game a minute behind. I'm on the BT Sport app in the UK and I'm obviously streaming. It's 1 minute behind the normal coverage. Welcome, everyone, along. Javier Lee, Woodshedder, Konstantinos, Maxwell, thank you, mate, for the message. Dara, Tom, how you doing? Lee, let's just hope that Timo can... Thomas Tuchel did an interview the other day and he said that obviously the good thing for Timo Werner to get the best out of him is in that space just left of a centre-forward, in that space in between the full-back and the centre-back. Hopefully we can see that today. I'm going to be interested to see how BT Sports say we're lining up here, because it's definitely a team that has got a lot of people thinking. Let me just open up my blinds a bit more, give you a bit more light here. It might be too bright, hopefully not. Right, they're stating it's a 3-4-3 with Rudiger, Silva and Aspi at the back, Hudson-Odoi one side, Alonso the other of Kovacic and Jorginho, with Werner left up front with Tammy through the middle and Mason Mount on the right. As we know, with Burnley, and a plus for us is that Barnes is not playing. He's not starting. It's Vidra up front with Wood. A lot of people are making comments about Jorginho and Kovacic, which I fully understand. Let's just see if we can get the right performance and a result. I've been excited. If you saw my videos on the channel, I've been excited about what I've been watching of Thomas Tuchel. Obviously, Chelsea are making sure they put out content that is going to be shown in a positive light. So let's just see. Let's be positive. Let's have an open mind and let's just go with this. Maxwell, how you doing? John, hello, mate. Thank you very, very much. Dogbone, you're up here, dude. You're up at 4 a.m. in California just to see me. I am privileged. Well, it's Chelsea really and me. But Maxwell, yeah, Ziyech was described as being on the verge of injury, which is why he's not starting today. Lee, noticing one of the younger Chelsea YouTubers haven't been moaning about Vern on the left, unlike the moan about Frank playing there yet. Deep State, welcome along. Welcome along, everybody. Derek as well. If I haven't mentioned your name, apologies. Going to get into this particular game. Andrew's joined as well. Good to see you. Marcus Alonso back from the cold. What impact will he have? Obviously, I think his height, especially, you think the height difference between Alonso and Chilwell, facing their set pieces, and that's a strong point of Burnley's, and we need to be at it today. But again, there's no Kurt Zouma. And that's something that a lot of people don't really understand, and I'm one of them. Zouma, obviously, is height. They're just taking the knee now. Test Food, thank you, mate, from Ethiopia. Nikki, welcome along. Mayo from Canada, 7 a.m. Petal, welcome along. Steve as well. We're about to get underway, and nobody reminded me about my clock, but I've done it. We've kicked off, and we're kicking to the shed end, and it's Burnley who's kicked off and gone back to the centre-back who's played the ball forward, and Chelsea have won it. So Jorginho plays it nice and simple to Tony Rudiger, had a haircut. Kovacic drops in the bottom of the centre circle to get the ball, plays it to Jorginho, he's closed down and he goes back to Rudiger. This could be, hopefully not, but it could be a theme of how this game's going to play out. Burnley are happy for the centre-backs to have the ball. They're defending the edge of their half. But when the ball goes back, like for example, Chelsea just knocked it around the back four at a minute. Rudiger played it to Thiago Silva. Then they've pressed. It's gone back to Mendy. Played across to Aspi. Now Burnley are all, as a unit, are pressing high. Trying to shut Mendy down. He plays the ball out to the right hand, to the left hand side to Rudiger. We give it away. Brady's got the ball on halfway. They play the ball up the line to the runner of Vidra. Vidra's made the run. It's Wood that's made the run. We get it away, half away. They lump it in the box. Aspi wins the first header. Jorginho lumps the ball away and Werner drops to collect it. Does well under pressure and draws the foul. About halfway inside our half-dead centre. Very noticeable. Burnley quite happy for the Chelsea centre-backs to have the ball in our half and then they go and press. Well, we got the ball and Jorginho's Kovacic looking for the run of Werner. Plays it up to him. As Werner's running forward, he's sort of looking where the ball is. It hits him on the back of the head. Burnley get it away for a Chelsea throw and then Westwood has just fouled Kovacic even. Left of centre, about 10 yards inside their half. Takes it quick, but the referee's not happy. So, Kovacic back to Rudiger. Sent halfway line. Goes to Thiago Silva. Shut down by Vidra. Knocks it to Rudiger. Up to Kovacic. Back to Thiago Silva. Bottom of the centre circle. Burnley, 11 men behind the ball. Played a little ball into Kovacic, who finds Mason Mount. Right of centre, edge of the box, plays it out to Hudson-Odoi. Should have crossed it first time. He took a touch and Burnley were able to get the ball away. But Chelsea have done well to win it high. We close down McNeil. Jorginho does well to win it. Back to Aspi, back to Thiago Silva. Halfway line, just right of centre. Looks for a ball inside to Werner, but they shut Werner down and they go back to the goalkeeper. Tammy closes him down under pressure and his Pope just lumped it out. Right on halfway, and the ball stays in. Aspi tries to play it over the top of Wood's head across to Thiago Silva. We give it away. And Burnley are coming forward. Cork, McNeil, forcing him backwards though. Mason's doing well here. Does well to step in front of the defender. And it goes off in front of Peters. It's a Burnley throw-in from the left-hand side. And they are literally about 10 yards inside their own half here. Welcome along everybody else joining. Derek, David, I am Miggy from the Philippines. Welcome along. So, Peters to take the throw, and he's taking his time. Westwood goes short, shut down by Werner, and he plays it across the back foot to Loughton, who strides forward, right of centre, about 10 yards inside his own half, looking for a long ball to Wood, and Rudiger wins a header. Up to Alonso, gives it back to him, and then goes back to Mendy. Thiago Silva, right inside the D, out at the edge of our box, now strides forward, plays it to his right to Aspi. He plays it inside to Jorginho, who tries to find a quick pass and gives it away, blocked. And Wood tries to find Vidra, but we step in and win the ball and go back to Mendy. Launches it up to halfway, there's no one challenging. Tammy's come over to the left, and the ball's easy for Burnley just to win it and play it forward. Dwight McNeil shut down by Hudson-Odoi. Right wing back again, Hudson-Odoi today. No Reece James. What do you guys think about that? Anyway, Burnley's got possession. They play it back to their centre-back who launches the ball up down the left channel looking for Wood in between Aspi and Thiago Silva. We deal with it. Rudiger comes away. Plays it up to Tammy halfway. Gets it back. Kovacic left to the centre circle. Halfway line. Plays it up to Werner who drops the show for him. He gives it back. Mason Mount's making a run in behind him. Kovacic tries to find him, but Pope's read the run and collects the ball easily inside his box. Good start from us, but Burnley are a dangerous team today. Right, they've played the ball out to the right wing back, and he plays the ball up the channel, and Wood's got it inside the box. And a heavy touch. Just launched it down the wing, and they got it inside the box, but they've given it away, and we come away with it. Kovacic wins it, plays the ball up to Tammy on halfway, and he's shut down straight away, and he can't hold on to it. But we've managed to win the ball back with Rudiger. Kovacic, left wing, inside our half, plays it up to Alonso, who's just inside their half. Back to Kovacic, who swings a great ball out to Hudson-Odoi. 35 yards out, right-hand side. McNeil's up against him. Hudson-Odoi takes a touch and launches a high ball into the box, but he's overhit it. And it's going to be a Burnley goal kick. Tammy's got to do better here. We all know Tammy is much more mobile. He likes to get in the channel and make these runs. But the problem is is when you're going to play the ball up to Tammy with his back to goal with a defender behind him, he's got to do better. He doesn't hold the ball up enough, and it's easy. He's up against Tarkowski and Ben Mee, who are probably two of the best in the league, at playing the way they do and shutting down that space and the centre forward. He's got to do better. So, Nick Pope to take the goal kick. Left-hand side of his 6-yard box, launches it up towards the left wing. Aspie up against Wood, doesn't win it. It comes across to McNeil, holds off Hudson-Odoi, but forces him backwards. Westwood, back to Ben Mee. Back to Tarkowski, who's just outside his own box here, and he tries to play a long ball forward. He's found Vidra. Locks it up to Jack Cork. Just outside the centre circle in our half. Westwood, they play the ball out to the right-hand side to Loughton. Alonso went to go and challenge, hesitated. They've still got the ball, and they worked it out to Dwight McNeil. 20 yards out, he takes on Hudson-Odoi, but Hudson-Odoi blocks him off and does really well, and Jorginho helps out. Kovacic has got the ball now. Out to right wing to Hudson-Odoi, halfway inside our half, striding forward. Kovacic left of him, just right of the centre circle, plays a long ball out here to Alonso, left wing. Halfway inside their half, Kovacic comes short and plays a 1-2, and Alonso's down the left-hand side, left wing, 10 yards from the byline. Back to Timo Werner, who's dropped to help him out. Werner plays the ball into Mason Mount, takes a great touch away from a defender on the edge of the box, opens up on his right foot, and he plays it high over the bar. Great first touch and good link up between Timo and Mason Mount on the edge of their box. Mount collects the ball just to the right of the D, and he turns away towards the centre of just outside inside the D, and he just tries a curler, and it goes over. Albert, hello, Lee. Who let the ox out? Ganes. Seeker, how you doing? So, another Burnley goal kick. Thing we need from Chelsea today is to move the ball quickly and get the ball forward quickly as well into forward areas. Right, the goal kick, they win the header in midfield, but Aspie covers it. Thiago Silva knocks it across square to Tony Rudiger. Rudiger strides forward, left of centre, looking for an out ball. Turns back on himself and goes to Silva. Burnley with 11 men behind the ball. Hudson-Odoi makes a run inside from out and is ignored, and he's created space for Mason Mount to go out there. Mount looks to play a 1-2 with Hudson-Odoi, and they shut him down. Come back to Peters, to Ben Mee. Mount chasing it, shutting it down, working hard. Gone to Nick Pope, who launches it. Thiago Silva comes across. Great touch to control it. Lays it off to Aspie. Back to Mendy. Mendy back on his right foot. Plays a nice little ball. Jorginho outside of our box, who gives it to Kovacic. Gets the ball back. And Jorginho strides up towards the edge of the centre circle. Werner collects the ball. Kovacic makes a run outside of him. Just a nice little layoff. It now comes out to Alonso, left-hand side. Plays it into Werner. He tried to take a touch and then turn. Shut down straight away. And Burnley have got the ball inside their half. And they launch it from the right-back position up to Wood, who's completely unmarked on the halfway line. Right wing, collects it, goes down under pressure from Jorginho. And it's a Burnley free kick taken quickly, looking for Vigil down the channel, but Thiago Silva comes across. Plays it back to Mendy. Moves it out to the right-hand side to Aspie. He's been shut down by McNeil. Up to Hudson-Odoi, and he's been shut down by the fullback. Burnley in a full press here. We've done well, though. We've worked it out of our box to the left-hand side to Rudiger. Striding forward. Rudiger on the charge, halfway line. Tries to find Alonso, but plays a bad ball to Alonso. And Burnley win it back. And Brady, right of the centre circle. Plays it out to the right-hand side to Loughton. Switches it from right to left, but it's behind everybody. And goes off for a Chelsea throw-in. Halfway inside our half. Hopefully we can kick on here. But Burnley are doing their timing when they go. Or when they go and press, they all go together. And there, they went full press and we managed to play out. But we've taken a short throw-in back towards the right-back position. We played it to Thiago Silva. He's shut down straight away and he's just kicked it straight out of play. Burnley throw-in, halfway inside our half, left wing. Peters to take it. Short ball into Westwood. Gives it back to him. Shut down by Hudson-Odoi, but Aspie's read it. And Werner tries to play a 1-2 with Mason Mount. They block it off. They move the ball forward. Hudson-Odoi steps in and wins it. Back to Aspie. Thiago Silva, 10 yards outside our half. Nice little ball in between defenders. to Jorginho. Finds Mason Mount driving forward, right-hand side. Tries to find Werner. Tarkowski reads it and plays a great long ball to the left channel, down the left wing. Edge of our box to Wood, who's holding off Aspi. Left wing, McNeil. Westwood, 35 yards from goal. Plays the ball into the box, looking for a run of Cork, who made it. He's held it back to the edge of the box to Vidra. Loughton tries to find Wood. Thiago Silva, great diving challenge, wins the ball back. And Jorginho finds Timo Werner. Just by the left wing halfway line. Hudson-Odoi is an acres of space, right wing, we can find him. Kovacic, Jorginho. We're just going short here, holding up possession. Slowing it down again, these two, Jorginho and Kovacic. It's now walking pace. It's gone to the right side. Aspi. Out to the right-hand side to Hudson-Odoi. 35 yards out. He switches it to this left-hand side. Square to Alonso. Werner goes to make a run down the wing. Goes inside to Kovacic. Short to Jorginho. Gets a 1-2. Kovacic drives. Edge of the box. Edge of the D. Hudson-Odoi right side. Turns on his left foot. Strikes it over. Unlucky. Deflected. Corner. It was good from Kovacic because he drove forward towards the edge of the D and you think he's going to pull the trigger. And the Burnley defence play really narrow together, the narrow four. Hudson-Odoi come in from the right, level with the edge of the, level with the penalty spot, right hand side of the box, comes back on his left foot to shoot and it hits a defender and goes over. So it's a Chelsea corner from our right hand side. Mount's going to take it, an outswinger. Rudiger, Abraham, Werner, Silva, Alonso, Aspi, all there looking for this ball that's coming in. Cross comes in and they get it away. Back out to Mason Mount. He's going to let it go. Trying to hold off Brady. And Brady's actually fouled him. A ridiculous foul by the corner flag. And Chelsea have got a free kick now. About 5 yards in from the corner flag on the right wing. Mount tries to block off Brady because he's trying to let the ball go out of play. And Brady just comes through the back of him. It's a Chelsea free kick now. The referee's telling Dwight McNeil, he's literally by the byline, right wing, Mason Mount. Same players are up. Jorginho and Hudson-Odoi lurking on the edge of the box. One dead centre, one on the right-hand side. Burnley got their zonal marking formation around the 6-yard box. They got 3 players marking Rudiger, Werner, Thiago Silva, who's in behind the other 2, looking for blocks. Cross comes in, aiming for Abraham. Tarkowski gets the header away. Alonso does well to win it and plays it back to Kovacic in the centre circle. Plays a good raking pass out to Mason Mount, who's still there. Gets to the byline, Mount. Comes back on his left foot. Hudson-Odoi. Aspi. Ball comes in the box first time. Thiago Silva wins the header, but he can't keep it down. If anything, he'd won the header as he's coming down and the ball goes high over the bar. JJ, how you doing? It's a goal is here as well. Good early signs, but I think if we're honest, balls in the box, looking for headers, you're not going to win much against Burnley today. I think that's pretty clear. Tuchel is sitting on the bench. He's not up at the moment. He's sitting down, but their goal kicker, we've won it halfway, and we found Mason Mount, who plays the ball to Werner, left edge of the box, shoots low down, unlucky, Pope read it, got down to his left-hand side. Good shot from Werner. In between the legs of the defenders. Ziyech is on the bench. There's an interview before the game where Tuchel believes that he's been overloaded the last few weeks and he's a high risk of an injury, so they're not going to risk him today with Tottenham coming up on Thursday. Anyway, their ball, high into our box. We've won it. Out to Hudson-Odoi. Goes back to Aspi, who's been closed down. So Mendy's got it. Literally right corner of his 6-yard box. Plays it outside the box, left-hand side. Rudiger, who strides forward with space. Kovacic is the ball short. He decides to go long, looking for a ball over the top, which was the right one to Hudson-Odoi, but he couldn't connect with it. Kovacic, brilliant. They've won the ball, but Kovacic with a little flick inside to Mason Mount. Outside now, Hudson-Odoi inside the box. 10 yards from the byline. Comes back inside. Mason Mount tries to find Kovacic. Shoots left-footed. Too low down. And it's easy for Pope. But that was great from Kovacic. The ball from the goalkeeper come up in the air. Header was one, but as it's come down, Kovacic, with people behind him, has literally flicked it. Lorik, you're out of here, dude. It's unlucky, really unlucky. So anyway, the ball's worked through again to Mendy, who's gone short to Thiago Silva with two attackers around him, and short against Jorginho. They're around him trying to prevent the pass, but they're not trying to press. And we play the ball up to Tammy Abraham, who's done well, holding up, he's striding forward, left of centre, back on his right-hand side to Mason Mount, edge of the D. Tries to find Hudson-Odoi. No pace on the pass, they get it away. Up to Wood on halfway, and he goes back to Brady, who tries to find the run of Vidra in behind Aspie, but Aspie's won the ball. Kovacic, centre circle, comes out to his left-hand side, halfway inside their half to Alonso. Comes back inside, lays it off to Kovacic. Werner's left wing. Takes the defender on, driving towards the byline. Edge of the box, cross comes in towards the back post. It's unlucky. Over everyone. Unlucky, Timo. Keep working, mate. Keep working. Of course, Kai Havertz on the bench today as well. Werner moved out to the left-hand side. They've got the 3-4-3 formation, BT Sport. They're saying that Werner's playing left with Tammy through the middle and Mason Mount on the right-hand side. Nick Pope take the goal kick. Left side of his 6-yard box, right-footed. Going to look for that left wing again. And he drives it forward. Wood wins the header in front of Hudson-Odoi. Aspie sort of heads the ball up in the air. Vidra wins it back. Back to Peters. Halfway inside our half. Burnley throw him. Much too early, JJ. It's Walter. Right, Peters takes the throw in for Burnley. Right, Peters looking for an option. McNeil comes short, holding off Jorginho. Gives it back to him. Back to O'Neill, who goes back to his centre half. Tarkowski plays the ball out to the right hand side to Loughton. 10 yards inside our half. Looking for the run of Vidra across the edge of the box that goes all the way through to Mendy. Had it covered though, to be fair. Rudiger covered it. Right, gives it short to Thiago Silva, who strides forward outside the box. He's directing traffic. Kovacic comes short, gets the ball. Bottom of the centre circle, plays it up to Tammy. First touch is poor. Can't hold the ball up, and Tarkowski nicks in, wins the foul off of Tammy. The Tammy and Tarkowski are now having words. Here they go. They're literally nose to nose here. Tarkowski tried to push Tammy Abraham out of the way for taking the free kick. Tammy didn't like it. So Tammy's making a meal of this, but he's got to do better. The ball goes up to Tammy and he takes a touch. Tarkowski can see it, reads it, gets in front of Tammy, stops him from making a turn, puts his body in the way. Tammy grapples him. He goes to the floor. And then, so Tarkowski puts the ball down trying to take it. Tammy and him have little argy-bargy, nothing major. It's pointless. You got to hold the ball up better, Tammy. Right. Burnley free kick, a chance to lump it forward, and Mee's going to do it. And he lumps it to the right-hand side of the box. Tarkowski. Rudiger's read it. It goes over everyone. And then Alonso does really well. Brady makes a run down the right wing, and Alonso plays it off of him for a Chelsea throw-in. It's about 25 yards from the corner flag, inside our own half. Alonso to take it. Left-hand side. He's got Jorginho and Kovacic short. Gives it to Kovacic. Plays it up the line. They shut it down. It's very noticeable that Jorginho and Kovacic are playing sort of 10, 15 yards away from each other here. They've had a lot of the ball at the minute. And we're looking for them to build play through. We go back to Mendy. He's been shut down, but he's got it away to Aspie. But his pass to Aspie is not good. And Dwight Neal's won it. But he's being forced backwards and he goes all the way back to the halfway line to Ben Mee. McNeil plays a long ball, looking for Wood in the channel over his head, and Mendy's read it and collects it nice and simple. Rolls it to his left to Rudiger, who comes outside the box, left to centre, looking for an option. Jorginho and Kovacic have been shut down by 4 players to go square to Thiago Silva. Silva plays it out to Aspie. So Hudson-Odoi halfway, tries to little flick pass to Mason Mount, doesn't connect. It's a Burnley throw-in. Chelsea got a problem here already. They got a problem here because we're trying to play through the two in the middle and they're being crowded out of possession. So Burnley have got a throw in. Left side. Peters plays the ball back across the pitch to Loughton. Centre circle. Shut down by Kovacic. Goes through Kovacic and Werner. Plays it out to the right hand side to Brady. Ball inside to Westwood. Acres of space. He's got 10 yards. Centre circle. Goes square to Peters. Out to Dwight McNeil with Hudson-Odoi shutting him down. Plays it square to Westwood. Back to Peters. Shut down by Mason Mount. Goes back to Ben Mee. Ben Mee shut down by Tammy. Launches it in the channel down there left-hand side. Aspie comes across and plays it over Wood's head to Hudson-Odoi, but he's been pressed by McNeil. Falls back to our corner flag. Ball comes inside and Silva reads it. Gets it away. Burnley are doing well here. Their press is doing really well in our half and we can't get out at the minute. Right, Burnley have got the throw. I go short. Back to Ben Mee. Halfway line. Rolls the ball to Westwood. Centre circle. From left-hand side. Swings it out to the right to Loughton. Turns away from Alonso. Plays it up to Brady. Plays it inside to Westwood. He's got space again. Loughton. Ball into the box. Just over Vidra's head and Silva won a great ball. Alonso launches it forward looking for Werner, but they've won the second ball. Play it up to Brady. Inside to Westwood again. Ball over the top. Woods made a run in behind. Inside the penalty box, right hand side now. Overplays a pass to Loughton. Back to Brady. Cross comes in first time. Jorginho gets the ball away, edge of the box. Tammy holds it up, then loses it again. Tammy, come on, mate, you got to do better than that. Centre circle now. Peters, Dwight McNeil plays the ball up to Cork, who's made a run in front of him. Shut down straight away by Aspie. Back to Peters. Westwood. This is the guy with all the space at the minute. McNeil, left hand side, drives towards the edge of the box. Cross comes in low. Thiago Silva sort of just traps the ball. Aspie collects it. Plays it up to Mason Mount, but he's got a defender right behind him. But they do win the free kick, Chelsea. But honestly, as soon as they get the ball, Burnley, sort of halfway inside our half, they're whapping, they're getting this ball into the box, looking for Vidra's running behind, looking for Wood. They get a lot of negativity, Burnley, for the way they play, but they're a good, solid, disciplined side that know exactly their roles. Every single one of them knows what they're doing, what they need to do as a unit, and it's good. Anyway, we got the ball with Rudiger, who goes square to Thiago Silva, 10 yards outside our half. He plays a raking pass long, looking for the run of Alonso, but Loughton's won it. Werner tries to win the header, but he's shoved out of it, and Burnley come away with the ball. They play it up to Wood, halfway line. Lays it off to Dwight McNeil on the left-hand side. Plays it out to Loughton, to Westwood, back to Tarkowski, halfway inside his own half, and he's looking for another long pass. And he looks for O'Neill over the head of Hudson-Odoi, and he's won it, but his touch is poor, and Hudson-Odoi wins the ball back by our corner flag. But it looks as though it was offside. Chelsea free kick, level the edge of our box, right corner, goes short to Jorginho. He's going to go short to Kovacic. He doesn't. He plays it outside to Hudson-Odoi. Goes back to Aspie. Halfway inside our half. Silva now. Dead centre. Towards the bottom of the centre circle. Plays it up to Kovacic there. Turns away from Westwood. Looks for an option. Plays a nice little pass into Mason Mount. Halfway inside their half now. Works it across the left-hand side to Alonso. Alonso to Kovacic. Looking for a run of Hudson-Odoi and finds him. Corner their box. Lays it, tries to find it, lays a ball inside to Tammy. Tarkowski read it, got the ball away. Burnley come away with the ball. Cork being pressurised by Chelsea high. Chelsea on a full press, forcing them backwards, and they lump it up to halfway. Easy for Silva to bring it down. He's been shut down by Wood, but does really well and finds Hudson-Odoi again. Lays it off to Jorginho, top of the centre circle, inside their half. Back out to Hudson-Odoi, who's got space. Run, go to the edge of the box. He's stopping the ball. Coming back to Jorginho, square to Kovacic. Now to Werner, who comes to this left to centre position to pick up the ball. Lays it off to Kovacic. Back out to the right-hand side to Hudson-Odoi. Not going anywhere yet. Ball into the feet of Mason Mount, edge of the box. Jorginho, ball to the back post. Alonso, great play, Alonso. Unlucky. It was slow I was saying we didn't go anywhere. We've played the ball back to who put that ball in? I see that replay, but it went back to Azpilicueta, and on Mount laid it off Jorginho. Alonso makes a run back post, wins the header. All he's got to do is get it on target from 4 yards, heads it back across goal rather than on target. And Tammy comes across to try and win it. Mason Mount's coming in. They both clatter into each other beyond the far post. And it's a Burnley goal kick. That was a big chance. If Alonso was heading out on target, Pope would have struggled there. That was a big chance for us, and he heads it sideways. He just heads it square across the 6-yard box rather than on goal from the left corner of the goal line. Right, the goal kick, sort of bitty. We've won possession, halfway inside our half. Hudson-Odoi is holding off McNeil. Chelsea throw. Back post run from Alonso was good there. Right, we go back to Aspi. Launches it high. Ben Mee, all the time on the well to win the header. Heads it forward. Wood heads it on. They keep on in possession, Burnley. They move it. 2 passes, they're down the right wing. Cross comes into the box, but Rudiger wins a good header and the ball gets away. Burnley throw right-hand side. They're moving it quick when they win it to the wings and they're getting crosses in. Wood is a threat up front. Vidra in and around. Busy. Right, Tuchel's up off the bench here. Directing traffic. Burnley throw right-hand side. Loughton to take it. He's taking his time. Kojic appealing to the referee that he's taking too much time, and he lumps it up towards the edge of the box. Rudiger holding off Wood, wins the header, but it's now a Burnley throw. 2 yards from the corner flag. Right wing, a chance to launch it into the box here. 27 gone. 0-0. Take the throw. Kovacic nicks in and wins it. Up the line to Tammy, but they step in front of him again and win the ball back. Mee. Centre circle. To Peters. Comes inside Mason Mount towards the right-hand side. Lays it off to Cork. Westwood turns away. Plays it out to the left-hand side. Cork plays it up the line to Dwight McNeil. Hudson-Odoi's in front of him and Mason Mount. And Mason Mount's won it back. Drives over halfway. Being shut down, but lays it off to Kovacic. Centre circle. Comes from right to left. Outside to Alonso. He's forced backwards. Goes back to Rudiger. Halfway line. He goes square to Silva. Across to Aspi. Inside our half now. Inside to Jorginho. Halfway line to Silva. We've done well. We've worked the ball well out. Back out to Rudiger. Over halfway. Left of centre. Plays a good ball out to the right wing to Hudson-Odoi. Level the edge of their box. Takes a touch. 10 yards from the byline. Cross comes in. It comes in high to Werner, who made a run. And Werner couldn't sort his feet out. And it hits him on the knee and goes away from him. Great ball from Hudson-Odoi. Great run from Werner. That will come off. That happens again, he'll score. But they've got the ball away and we've got the ball inside our half. Thiago Silva, centre circle, bottom of it. Square to Aspi. Plays it up to the feet of Mason Mount. He turns away from the challenge towards the edge of the box. Edge of the D now. He turns away from 2 challenges. They get a foot in at the last minute and play it up towards Thiago Silva. Stealing one. A great challenge on halfway. We got the ball again. Werner, left corner of the box. Gets towards the byline. Cross into the box. Mason Mount under challenge. Fires high over the bar. Mount did well. Coming in from the right-hand side into centre. Went around 2 players on the edge of the box. Laid the ball off and they got the ball way up to the halfway line. Thiago Silva up against Vidra. Slides in, wins a great challenge. Referee says play on. We get the ball forward. Werner collects it centre. Goes out to left-hand side. Cross comes in. And it's deflected to the feet of Mason Mount. And Werner actually fired it from his right foot onto his left foot. Unlucky. They're going to make a big deal out of that. But you just keep making those runs, Timo. You'll score and you'll get your confidence back. Yeah, Mount ended up firing that ball high and wide. So, Pope takes the goal kick, left side of his 6-yard box, right footed, it's going to go out to the wing again. And it does. Hudson-Odoi is able to collect on halfway under no challenge. Goes around the defender brilliantly. Down the byline, Hudson-Odoi. Cross into the box towards Werner, but Loughton got a foot in and got the ball away. But Chelsea deflect the clearance away. And Hudson-Odoi up against Jack Cork. Cork holds him off. Plays the ball back and it's gone for a Burnley free kick now. Brilliant from Hudson-Odoi. He skipped over a challenge and was away and got into anywhere near the box. He's looking up. He's obviously got an instruction. Just get that ball in there. Did well. Did well. So Burnley have got the free kick. Half hour gone. Neil, thank you, mate. Appreciate it. Tyson. Ziyech was deemed by Tuchel as being injury prone. That's why he hasn't started. Well, they take the throw in and we hold off Wood and win a throw in back. So we play it inside our half square to halfway inside our half Jorginho. With time, Rudiger to his left-hand side. Left to centre. Plays it back to Jorginho. Bottom of the centre circle. Mount makes a run from out to in. They find Mount and he flicks the ball over to Hudson-Odoi, who's half expecting it. They get it away, but Aspi collects the ball. Jorginho's got it inside their half. Mason Mount, right channel to the right wing. Hudson-Odoi comes back inside. Edge of the box. Werner makes a run. He holds it up to Kovacic. Goes back out to Mason Mount. Right wing now. Inside to Hudson-Odoi. 25 yards out. Mount. Right edge of the box. Holding it up. Slowing it down. Aspi. Crosses towards the back post. So there's Alonso again. Up against the smaller Brady. But Pope comes out and wins the ball easy. Launches it up to halfway. Looking for Wood. Rudiger drops off. Wins the first header. Woods held his position to win the ball back and does. We're pressing them, trying to win the ball. They've gone back to the halfway line and back to the goalkeeper. Pope, just outside his box, plays it out to his right-hand side. Alonso wins the header, finding Werner. Challenge, ball goes forward and Alonso tries to find Werner again down that left-hand side. We play it forward to Tammy. Werner now, left wing. Edge of the box, takes on Tarkowski, but Tarkowski's read it. He didn't really have proper possession of the ball, Werner. The ball come to him and his first touch wanted to go, but he played it too far ahead of him and Tarkowski read it easy. Burnley goal kick. Right, Pope's taking his time. He's decided he's going to go to the left-hand side of his 6-yard box again. Kill 30 more seconds. Burnley will be happy with a point here, but they're dangerous. Set pieces are dangerous. So, they're looking for Wood. He's going to play it, launch this. He's going to play it to the left wing again for Wood, the big centre forward, and he does. Wood rises. He's got Aspi behind him. Ball goes above both of them, and Silva's on the cover. Plays the ball forward looking for Abraham. They get it away, but we head it back forward. Tarkowski up to Jack Cork on halfway. Kovacic has won the ball. Forced it backwards. Jorginho's won it now. Jorginho. Alonso's the ball. Left wing, he's got some space, but Jorginho brings it forward to Kovacic. Strides forward, 25 yards out. Tries to find Timo with a bad ball behind him. Mason Mount's busy. Won it back. Alonso by the byline, left-hand side. Into feet of Werner. Deary me. Werner sees Mason Mount on the edge of the box just behind him. Left side of the box. Werner, nice little back heel into the path of Mount. Sets himself. Launches it. High over the bar and wide. Didn't get a good connection with it. And it was literally 20 yards wide and 20 yards over the bar. Right, once again, Pope's going to take the goal kick. Left side of his 6-yard box. He's going to launch it, looking for the goal. Looking for Chris Wood up front. Once again. In fact, Loughton, the right back, has just dropped short with nobody near him to the edge of the box, saying, give him the ball. And he's just waved him away. There was no Chelsea players near Loughton. He's standing on the edge of his box, unmarked, saying, give him the ball. And he chooses to launch it instead. Rudiger, big header forward. They knock it forward again. Up to Tammy on halfway, to Mason, outside. Worked it well. Jorginho outside to Hudson-Odoi. 10 yards inside their half. Jorginho, right centre. Tries to find Timo Werner on the left-hand side and gives the ball away. So he played the ball down the right channel, looking for Vidra. Rudiger's got him on the cover. Chelsea throw him. Steve, we're way too slow. We've gone back 2 years. Same old suspects, build up too slow. You're right. You're 100% spot on. Right, Alonso takes a throw in. Back to Rudiger. Stumbles with a little bit of possession, so goes to Mendy. Mendy plays the ball to the outside of the box to Jorginho. Lays it off to Silva. Didn't want it. Gives it back to Jorginho. And it's now out with Aspi. Striding forward up to halfway. Right-hand side. comes back inside. Kovacic square, just outside centre circle, strides forward towards the left-hand side and plays it out to Alonso. Level the edge of their box, comes back inside. Kovacic, 35 yards out. Ball goes out to Hudson-Odoi, but underplayed. Dwight McNeil can bring it down with 2 touches, gives it to Peters, and he launches it up to halfway. Looking for Wood. Silva steps in front and wins a great ball. Jorginho finds Mason Mount. Kovacic, 35 yards from goal. 1-2 with Werner, gets it back. Kovacic slows it right down. To be fair, there was no options. It's gone out wide to Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi lays it up to the byline to Mason Mount. Turns back on himself, back out to Hudson-Odoi. He's got 2 defenders in front of him. Tries to get to the byline, tries to cross it in. Crosses block, but he still wins it. Goes back to Azpi. Back to Jorginho. It's been shut down. And he goes back to Thiago Silva. Top of the centre circle. He strides forward, urging to make it quicker. Werner, 20 yards out, left to centre. Drills another shot hard and low. Pope falls on it. Down to his right-hand side. He's on target. He's got 2 on target so far, Werner, but there's not been any pace on them. Been easy to just collect. He collects the ball left side of the box and he just comes across on himself. He's about 20 yards out and he connects. And it takes a slight defection, but Pope's read it all the way and launches another goal kick forward. Thiago Silva, brilliantly. Vidra goes up for the header. Silva just steps away, chests the ball down to Rudiger. Silva's got the ball. Halfway inside our half. Outside of him is Azpi. Strides up halfway. Tammy makes the runs ignored. Mason Mount's pushed right up to their defensive line as well, which is why we got no option. The only ball we got at the moment is Hudson-Odoi wide. Mason Mount and Werner are pushed right up with Tammy. Burnley's back 4. Their 4 defenders like to sit literally narrow, no wider than the edge of the penalty box, but they shuffle across, which is what makes it difficult to break down. As Liverpool found out last week. Right, ball's played out. We're trying to find an opening and we've overplayed it. And it's now a Burnley throw-in. So yeah, so Burnley's defence is 4. We've got the 3 up. Tammy in the middle being marked out by 2 centre-backs. Mason and Timo are trying to get close to him, but the 2 full-backs are already there. So they got 4 on R3. So that's stopping the ball going forward. There's no options. You've got to go left or right. You've got to go Alonso, and then you've got to go to Callum Hudson-Odoi. But the 2 Burnley wingers, McNeil and Brady, are both working back and shutting down the fullbacks or the wing-backs. Well, we've won back possession and played it out to the left-hand side to Alonso. Tries to go around Brady. Brady does well to hold him off. But Kovacic wins the ball. Halfway inside their half. Goes up the line towards the corner flag. And they lump it clear up the line. Just up to halfway. Chelsea throw him. Literally right on the halfway line in front of Sean Dyce. Tuchel is up there. Talking. Alonso takes the throw. Up to Werner, gets it back. Alonso turns away from the challenge, does well. He's always good in possession, Marcos Alonso. Right, we've gone back to Silva. Rudiger, being shut down by Vidra, so forced back to Mendy. It's too slow again. It's too slow. Right, Mendy. Out to Rudiger. They're pressing high. Rudiger launches it up the line. Brady wins the header. Cork busy. Chelsea throw in. Halfway inside our half. That's the problem that we've got at the minute. Is Werner and Mount are both playing up next to Tammy. And they're being marked out the game. So it's easy for the 2 Burnley wingers to man mark our 2 wingbacks. So that's why we got a lot of the ball, but we've won it. We played it inside the centre circle. Mount driving forward. Callum Hudson-Odoi, right wing. Edge of the box. Plays it outside of him to Kovacic. And it's a goal. It's Azpilicueta. 1-0 Chelsea. What a goal that was. We had a throw in deep inside our half and we take it short. We work it across the middle of the box and we find an instinctive ball forward to Mason Mount inside the centre circle. Mason Mount drives forward and he plays it out to Hudson-Odoi, who's on the right-hand side of the box, and he cuts inside as if to hit on the left foot. Sees that Azpilicueta has made a run from from centre-back position, outside of him. Brilliant. So Mason Mount plays it to Hudson-Odoi. He collects the ball right side of the pitch. He does really well, Hudson-Odoi. He comes inside to the edge of the D, the left edge of the D, and it looks like he's going to have a shot. But left-footed, he plays the ball outside of him where Aspie's there. And Aspie, completely unmarked, hits the ball on the half volley, and he just launches it into the top corner. A little side foot into the top corner. Pope can't get there, and it's 1-0 Chelsea. Brilliant play from Callum Hudson-Odoi, from Mason Mount. That's where Chelsea are at their very, very best. We force some space. We get the ball forward inside the centre circle. Mason Mount had acres, absolute acres of space, and he just drove forward at pace. Hudson-Odoi at pace, and Hudson-Odoi inside, that ball outside of him to Aspie, where people are going to think he's going to shoot, is great. And Aspie, first time, side foot into the roof of the net in the corner. Brilliant goal. 1-0. Right, Burnley have won possession back, and Brady's now, they fouled Alonso. The ball come out to this right-hand side, our left-hand side, on halfway. Alonso and Loughton go in, or is it Loughton go in together? Alonso stayed down, claiming that he's been caught. Sean Dyce is going mad. I'll tell you what's happened. Alonso had a bad touch right on the halfway line, and he's sort of fallen away, and he puts his foot in to try and win a challenge. Loughton wins the ball. Alonso kicks Loughton's foot, goes down. They're away, Burnley, down our wing, and the referee's given a foul. It wasn't a foul. It wasn't a foul. Sean Dyche is going potty here. I don't blame him. Right, we've now got possession, so we can afford to be a bit slower, but we don't want to be. Right, Jorginho plays it square to Tony Rudiger, left of centre. Rudiger, ball out wide to looking for Hudson-Odoi. Comes off the defender's knee and goes off for a Chelsea throw-in. Great play, great goal, great play. Azpilicueta makes a run from the halfway line, following the play as it is happening, and Hudson-Odoi had the awareness to come inside, knowing that Aspie would be there, and plays a great ball outside of him. We play it up to Tammy at the moment. Mason Mount's now getting loads of space. Plays it edge of the box, left-hand side. Alonso, bad touch. Holds the ball up. Kovacic outside the box. Plays it just outside the D to Jorginho. Mason Mount, he got a wall in front of him. Out to Alonso, left wing. Back to Mason Mount. Corner of the box, plays it into feet of Werner. Tries to play a 1-2 with Mason Mount. Overplays it. Unlucky. Unlucky. Good idea from Timo. Keep going. Unlucky. Yeah, Jason, yeah. Aspie, the first goal scorer for Thomas Tuchel. It was a really, really good move from Chelsea. It was the first time Burnley's back four were exposed by themselves. As soon as we won that ball and we were away with Mason Mount from the centre circle driving forward, Burnley's back four just kept dropped off, and their midfield had already pressed to try and win possession from our throw-in. And we had acres. Great finish from Aspie. Such a good finish as well. First time. Aspie of old. Right. So Pope with a goal kick. Hudson-Odoi wins a big header. Tammy doesn't win the header, but Mason Mount's won possession. Doing really well, Mount. Kovacic looks out wide to Alonso, but they've won the ball back. They're playing it through the midfield. McNeil from right to left, or left to right even. Looking for Brady, but Rudiger comes across. Sees the ball out for Chelsea throwing. Level the edge of our box, approaching half time. We've got an important goal here. It's the first time Burnley left themselves exposed, that goal. We had a throw-in on our left wing, inside our own half, and they tried to squeeze it, and we got through their lines, and Mason Mount was away, and that was it. But interestingly enough, just to know, as we played that ball wide to Hudson-Odoi and he come inside, you had Mount on the edge, Hudson-Odoi was coming inside, Aspie down the right, and in the middle at the back post, you had Abraham and Werner looking to mop up anything that fell their way. Right, Burnley have got a throw-in. Level the edge of our box. They play it up to Vidra, holds off Jorginho, but Werner wins a great challenge on the edge of the box. It comes out to Karkowski. Down the line to Brady. Cross comes in, but it's poor. Rudiger gets the ball away. Lumps it forward. Tammy win it. Tammy now fouls Tarkowski. There's a little running battle with the two of them. And literally, Tarkowski wins a free kick, picks himself up and runs straight to the edge of their box, to our box, knowing the ball's will be launched forward. Kovacic sees it, stands on the ball and stops the free kick being taken early. Tarkowski and Tammy Abraham, keep an eye on that. Right, they're right up, pushed up to the edge of our box. Chelsea got a line 10 yards outside our box. Ball's launched forward. We all drop into it. Tarkowski wins the first header. We get it away, and then Cesar Aspi wins second ball and clears it. Peters, what's happened here? Offside. It's half time. Half time. Chelsea 1, Burnley 0. We've done well so far. Done really well with dealing with their threat from set pieces. And it was a great move. Chelsea's possession, Chelsea's quality, Chelsea's strengths, as we all know, is moving that ball quickly into space. And we did it and we got rewards from it. Who would have thought that Cesar Aspi would make a 40, 50-yard run? That's a brilliant goal. Great goal from Aspi. Chelsea 1-0. There's still work to do in this game, but it's better. Better. Let's see some of the comments from you guys. Brian, well done, Aspi. Francis, bravo, Aspi. Another man of the match performance from Hudson-Odoi. Yeah, he's doing all right so far. Good Chelsea and go from this now. Looks like small balls in training's done the trick. Fast transitions. It was fast transition then, I have to say. It wasn't for the most part. Ziyech, not even the team, what's going on. Flavour, Tuchel was said before the game that he thought that Hakim Ziyech had a bit of an overload of late and he was a 30% risk of an injury, so he didn't want to play him today. Don't forget, we got Tottenham coming up on Thursday, so extra rest will do him some good. Gerrard needs to play better, yeah. HMS Tammy. Seeker Havertz for Abraham. Tammy not be second half, maybe. Lee, it's Bud time. Maxwell, I wonder if we may see Tammy out for Havertz. Tuchel's gegenpress. And all a nice cold Bud. Yeah. Let's have a look here. Deep State, fast more to run. Tuchel getting the best out of Callum. ATMFX, it was Cesar Aspi. Brian, so far so good. I can see us need another goal second half, big time. Ernest says we're looking very active. Ian, how you doing? Timo is shocking, says Deep State. He's just got a lack of confidence at the minute. That chance where Mason Mount played a great ball, or Hudson-Odoi, and he made a run from the left side of the box in towards the penalty spot, found him, and his shot, it's like he tried to just clip the ball into towards goal, and he clipped it from his right foot onto his left leg. It's just his luck at the minute. But he still wants to be involved. He's still making runs. His head's not down. He may look at initially where he's sort of having a bit of a pop at himself, but he keeps going, keep making the runs. That's all you want him to do. That's all you want him to do. Giampero says, yeah, we score with a break with space when attacking closed defences we cannot get through. Yeah. So, as I said, so what Burnley are doing, and this is why we made a difference with the goal, is if you ever watch Burnley, what they do is they're 4 defenders. When they lose the ball or a team's coming towards them, they all play, you could probably throw a blanket over them. They all play so narrow because they're reliant on the likes of McNeil and Brady to get back as well. So for the most part, that half, we'd have a lot of possession in the back 4. We'd go into midfield, play the ball forward, and it'd be shut down. Or the midfielders, Jorginho and Kovacic, would get the ball. Sometimes even Mason Mount would get the ball. Look up, and we've got everyone pushed up against their back line. So it's easy for them to defend against. Whereas like what Mason Mount has done the last 10 minutes of that first half, he's dropped off 10 yards. So he's sort of playing just in front of where Kovacic and Jorginho are, and he's finding a whole lot of space. And that's where the goals come from. But every time you play against Burnley, those 4 defenders all sit in together, they all drop in, and they all just defend narrow, and the 2 wingers drop in and cover the wing back. So if you think you've got the ball and you're looking for an out ball, you haven't got one. So you have to change things up at times. Gerard, thank you very much, mate. Wet and stormy Dublin, yeah, it's not great over here, as you can tell by the lighting. See if I put my light on, actually. See if the light makes a difference. Probably not. Probably not. Ian says Werner off, stick Giroud up with Tammy, strength up top. Very good, Cesar. You can't keep the oldies down. Go Chelsea, says Andrew. JJ, do you think Mason Mount is trying to be the new Hazard, the playmaker? He's not. He's just trying to find like an identity with Thomas Tuchel, basically. If you think, you've got to turn the light off. Why? Why turn the light off? Is it not good? No difference, yeah. No, it's all right. No difference. I wonder if that light will come on. I've got other lights as well. No, that light's not working. This one here. It will do as the light begins to fade anyway. Even though it's 10 to 1 in the afternoon. But yeah, so Mason Mount is just trying to find a bit of identity under Thomas Tuchel. And at the moment, what he's done there the last 10 minutes is big. Because, as I said, it was the first time that Burnley exposed their back four. Because they pushed forward, trying to win the ball back from our throw-in inside our half. We managed to, nice little short throw, a couple of little interplay passes. We then played that ball out between their lines, between a few of their players, and Mason Mount was in, honestly, 30 yards of space. And he drove forward. It was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. He drove forward at pace. He had Werner and Abraham in front of him on one side. He had Hudson-Odoi on the right, and he gave it to him. And Hudson-Odoi come in inside the box from the right-hand side onto his left foot, as he did in the first half, early in the first half. And if you remember, he come in early in the first half on his left foot, had a shot that was blocked. So when he's coming again, Burnley are thinking he's going to take the shot. And as they do that, they sort of set themselves to try and block his shot. And then all of a sudden, he dinks it out of his left foot outside of him. And Aspi coming in on that right-hand side, he's probably just outside their 6-yard box in the end. And he just side foot straight into the roof of the net, into the far corner, pokes like this, through his arms. Great goal. Brilliant, brilliant goal. 1-0. What we wanted. Andy O says, no matter who the manager, poor recruitment for the years and lack of characters means we're going nowhere anytime soon. That's probably a good shout. I think we just need to have a bit of awareness here as to what's happening. But yeah, you could see it. You could see it. But they're just trying to replay the goal. And it's executed perfect. Really was. Jorginho picked the ball up and plays the pass to Mason Mount, who's in acres. And he takes 2 touches, plays it to Hudson-Odoi, collects it about 35 yards out, right at centre, strides forward to the edge, then comes inside, but then sees that Aspi's there. And Aspi, probably about 8 yards out, just literally outside the right corner of the box. Brilliant. Great finish as well. So the stats just come up. The most touches in the game, Jorginho 53, Kovacic 52 and Thiago Silva 50, which tells you a lot about the game. Also, Chelsea have had 10 attempts on goal. Burnley have had none. We've only got 4 on target. But what's very noticeable at the moment is, I don't know who it is, but there's a Chelsea substitute warming up with somebody, being put through their paces. I'm not sure who that is. Is that Pulisic, maybe? But Chelsea have done well. They've done really, really well. Moving it, to get the goal, they're moving the ball forward into attacking areas, and it sort of just breaks down because Burnley so organised. And I'll tell you what they also do. Looking at these highlights, there's just seeing the replay of Marcus Alonso, where the ball's played, a great cross from Jorginho to the back post, and Alonso had pinned Robbie Brady, who's probably about 6 inches smaller than him. And when he goes and heads it at the back post, he just heads it across the 6-yard box rather than go for the near post. I think the keeper would have been beaten. But what they do as well, they work really hard, Burnley, but their back four sort of drops, and it drops to the penalty spot. But their midfielders, bearing in mind the 2 wingers are already tracking back, covering the wing backs anyway, the 2 centre midfielders drop in front as well. So you imagine, as every time that ball's coming to the edge, being played back to the edge of the box to someone from Chelsea to come on for it, they literally got 8 players in front of them. So they're such a hard-working team. If we get a 1-0 today, I'll be happy with that. I really would. Obviously, we want more. Big time. Steve, do you think the brief to TT was giving really good Jorginho and Alonso time? Maybe. I'll tell you one thing. I've got to reset my clock. Good shout. I'll tell you one thing as well, which is going to be interesting to see. Where's Kepa? Because if you think about it, a lot of what we were reading was the fact that Frank Lampard was always being encouraged to put an arm around Kepa, to try and get the best out of Kepa. And I wouldn't be surprised if you might see Kepa come into the side and stay in it, because he's the world record signing for a goalkeeper. He's a massive investment, and you can only see that happening. So we all know that Tuchel even wanted to sign Jorginho and Rudiger, so they're going to be in the team. I just think, he talked about N'Golo Conte being a 6'6", not a 6, but a 6'6", so what he means is a two-man midfield, like he played at Leicester with Danny Drinkwater and N'Golo Conte. Whether that's going to be in a 4-2-3-1 or a 3-4-3, interesting to see, but I think for me, I would go Conte and Kovacic, or Conte and Mount, maybe. But we'll have to wait and see how it's going to play out. Cosme, what do you think about Timo Daft? Keep him in to build confidence. Yes, yeah, he's going to score. Timo Werner keeps going and keeps finding good positions. All he needs is that one goal and he'll fly. That's all he needs. So look, Kepa's a cup goalkeeper. Yeah, he's a cup goalkeeper at the minute, but I'm telling you, if a point was made after what happened to the last manager that there was constant communication about getting the best out of a world record signing for a goalkeeper, and you don't, then, have to wait and see. So let's see what happens second half. Let's see if there's any changes. Let's see, because the thing is, Burnley's got to chase the game now. So do Burnley open up? I wonder. Jeremiah says the pace and intensity of the Tuchel ball is miles more than Lampard balls. It's going to take a minute for the forward players like Werner to get used to those deliveries. Jeremiah, the thing is, it actually isn't. It depends on your position, because you need to move it quickly when you can. When teams play against us and they sit with 11 men behind the ball, as Wolves did, as Leicester did against us, we have to find ways to break them down. We have today. No, it's pure water, Lee. Pure water today. Despite the fact that somewhere in the world it is 5 o'clock. But yeah, so let's just see what happens second half, what changes are made and when they are and who they are. But it looked like somebody was already warming up quite intensively there with they had like bottoms off, like shorts and socks, and preparing to come on at half time. So I wonder. Let's have a look. Poke messed up. Did a Kepa on the Hasby goal? Maybe. Let's have a look. There's anything on social media regarding any changes. Not at the moment. Let's see if I can find footage of the goal that I can retweet so you guys can see it on social media if you can't see the game. I can't see anything at the moment. Nothing at the moment. Let me see if I can find it. Just flicking through. Oh, here you go. I've got it now. So if you follow me on social media, it's Chels Daft on Twitter. Have a look on there. You've got the goal. And you can see how we've opened the ball, opened them up, and just we managed to create the space and we capitalise on it, which is really good to see. Right, Pulisic is coming on. It's Christian Pulisic who's coming on for Chelsea at half time. Liam Toomey, Nizar Kinsella are all saying it. They're at the game. Who's Pulisic coming on for? I wonder if it'll be Timo. Let's have a look here. Tammy Abraham's coming off. He is. It is. Here we go. Christian Pulisic is on for Tammy Abraham. So you're going to see Timo Werner through the middle with Christian Pulisic given the opportunity for 45 minutes, which is more than he had the other night. Tammy probably be disappointed, but he's got to do better. He's got to do better at holding the ball up. And I wonder if his little set two and his little argy-bargy with Tarkovsky has played a point in that. Right, change is made. Good to see. Double six is an effective idea. Protects both flanks. Doesn't run the legs off midfielders. Right, we kick off. Got to do my clock and I look. Right, so Mason Mount kicks off. Back to Thiago Silva to Tony Rudiger. Silva halfway inside our half. Burnley have just sort of dropped off, holding their shape. Rudiger, Silva back out to Rudiger. Left side of centre. Comes back across to this right hand side to Aspi. 10 yards inside our half. Plays the ball up, looking for the run of Mason Mount. We've done well to hold to Pulisic. They look so similar, don't they, when you see them on screen making those runs, if you're me. Weird. Anyway, they've got the throw in halfway inside their half. Peters to take it. Short to Westwood. Gets it back. Shut down by Mason Mount. Pulisic turns away from a challenge inside the box. He's got Werner next to him. Plays it back to the edge of the box and they just deflect it away. Kovacic plays it back out wide right to Hudson-Odoi. Edge of the box, up the line to Mason Mount, but it's he got the pass all wrong. Mason Mount's encouraging Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi's annoyed with himself. Unlucky. He's unlucky. Right, Burnley goal kick, and Nick Pope's moved it to the left-hand side of his 6-yard box. He's going to take it right-footed, and if you ask me, I think he's going to kick it to the left wing. Takes his goal kick, and he's gone to the left-hand side. Wood wins the header this time in front of Aspi, but Thiago Silva reads it, comes across on the cover and gets the ball away. Burnley throw right in front of Tuchel. Good to see Chelsea react at half-time with a sub rather than wait for half an hour, second half. Right, Kovacic won the ball. Plays it out to the left-hand side to Alonso. Left wing, just over halfway. Controls it. Goes back to Kovacic. Square to Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva. Inside to Jorginho, centre circle. Allowed time to move forward. Finds Mason Mount. Great first touch. Plays outside to Alonso. Edge of the box. Cross comes in. And it was deflected away by Loughton. Chelsea corner. Good. Better. Moving it quickly, which is what we want to see. Ball played in Jorginho. Turns away. Takes a touch. Spots Mount. Plays it to Mount. Little drag back away from the defender. Opens his body up. Outside to Alonso. First time ball in. It's good to see. So, corner. Left side. Alonso to take it. Got a crowd of players on the edge of the... Or sort of just inside the box here. Been working on some set pieces, obviously. Cross comes over and they get it away, but it's fallen to Jorginho. 25 yards out. Goes square to Hudson-Odoi. Back out to Alonso. Alonso, 25 yards from goal to Mount. Gives it back to Alonso, right on the byline. Back to Hudson-Odoi. Comes square to Thiago Silva, who steps in front of a challenge to keep hold of the ball. Loses it. They go back, but Rudiger's covered it. Kovacic. Swings the ball out to the right-hand side to Werner. Edge of the box, right wing. Drives forward towards the byline. Werner, cross comes in and get the ball away. It's good from Chelsea. It's really good. Ben Mee is going to pop at his defenders here to react, but it's good. We're moving it quickly. That's what we want to see. This time it's a corner from the right-hand side with Mason Mount to take it. Right foot out swinger. Right, cross comes over towards the back post. Ben Mee gets the ball away to the edge. Jorginho plays it up to Aspi, who's moved out to the other side. Chelsea are claiming it. Aspi tried to launch it, half volley, into the box. Trying to claim a penalty. Referee says no, it's come off the defender. Another Chelsea corner. 3 corners in quick succession for Chelsea. They're playing a replay here. Ben Mee's arm doesn't move. It does hit his arm, but his arm doesn't move. Corner from the left-hand side. Alonso to take it. Swings it in. We win the first header forward with Thiago Silva, but we win it back. It's come back out to Alonso. We only do well to get it away first time. Rudiger, edge of the box, tries to flick a ball inside. And they play it off of Rudiger and it goes away for Burnley goal kick. So you're going to be surprised to hear, once again, Nick Pope has collected the ball. Nick Pope's going to take the ball to his left-hand side of his 6-yard box. And he's dearie me. He's taking his time, by the way. Right-footed up to the left wing. Launches it forward. Jorginho wins the header just over halfway. They head it back forward, but we win it back again. A bit of head tennis. And Vidra's collected it just inside the box. Our half, sorry. We win it back. Aspi back to Thiago Silva. Goes left side of centre to Rudiger, who strides forward a little bit of space. Burnley are backing off. Comes back on his right foot and tries to play a long ball to Callum Hudson-Odoi, which is a good pass, but Pope had read it, comes to the edge of the box and wins it and stops Hudson-Odoi. Pope now launches it forward. Aspi goes up with Wood. Wood wins it, flicks it forward to Vidra. Misreads it. Can't get there. Thiago Silva plays a nice little ball out to Alonso. Strides forward down the left-hand side. Back inside to Kovacic. Halfway inside our half. Plays it forward back to Mount. Gets it back. Comes across to Thiago Silva. Right centre. Plays the ball up inside there after Hudson-Odoi. Looks for 1-2 with Pulisic and has got it. Hudson-Odoi down the right wing. Level the edge of the box. Takes a touch towards the byline. Looking for his options. Plays a raking pass outside of the box to Kovacic. Inside to Pulisic. Does well to win it. Jorginho back out to Hudson-Odoi. Cross comes in. Werner with a header. Unlucky. Pope read it. Saved it. Good header from Werner. Towards back where it came towards the near post. It was on target, but Pope had spotted it. Good positioning from Pope. Great ball from Hudson-Odoi. Good header from Werner, but Pope was there by his near post and dealt with it. Unlucky. Keep going, Timo. Right. Match stats. Chelsea 11 attempts, 5 on target. Burnley have had nothing yet. But we all know that can change with a set piece. Chelsea have won a free kick deep inside our half. Chris Wood is protesting that the free kick shouldn't have been given with the referee. So we take it. Thiago Silva to Rudiger. Rudiger up to Kovacic. Left to centre. Up to the halfway line to Werner. Lays it off to Alonso. Shut down, so goes back to Kovacic. Chelsea slowing it right down now. Rudiger. Bottom of the centre circle. Comes to the right to Thiago Silva. Out to Aspi. Inside Jorginho. Turns away. Plays it back out to the left-hand side to Rudiger. Alonso. Left wing. Halfway inside their half. Tries to find Mason Mount, who made a good run in behind defenders. They get the ball away. Chelsea throwing. Level the edge of their box. Left-sided. We take it quickly back to Rudiger. 10 yards inside their half. And he's forced back square to Aspi on the right-hand side. Back out to Hudson-Odoi. 10 yards inside our half. Their half, sorry. 1-2 with Pulisic. Gets it back. Goes square to Kovacic. Mount plays the ball in the channel to Pulisic. Inside the box with space. Pulls it back looking for Werner. They deflect it away. Chelsea's still busy and Mount's done really well to win the ball back. Hudson-Odoi. Edge of their box. Jorginho strides forward. Right of centre. Looking for an option. Back to Rudiger, who's pushed right forward. Rudiger's eyeing a shot up here and shoots 2 yards wide. It's good though. Pulisic, Werner, Mount, all getting in behind in the channels now. And it's good to see. Burnley are not as organised as they were. We're moving it quickly. It's good. It's good. Right, Tuchel still up. He's still talking to the players. Still direct to them. Pope's taking the goal kick. Left side of his 6-yard box again. Launches it. Let's win the ball. Looking for Wood. Does well to win the header. Flicks it onto Vidra. But Silva's won the ball. Heads it away. Gets played back to Aspi. He lumps it forward. Head tennis, forward up to the right and left hand side again, and Wood's done well to hold the ball up. Wins a Burnley throw, 20 yards from goal, left hand side. Peters to take it. Taking his time. Wood shows for him. Kovacic nips in to win the ball, followed up by Mason Mount. We've won it back. Pulisic with space to open his legs and go forward. He works his way across the left-hand side. Kovacic tries to play Werner. Werner's offside. So Werner's saying to him, don't pass it to me. And he does. And it's gone through to the goalkeeper. Werner made the run first. Ball didn't come. And by the time it did, he was offside. So Burnley play the ball back. Play it down the right wing. Vidal does well to hold off Rudiger. They play it forward to our corner flag. Between Rudiger and Silva, mess it up a bit. Rudiger plays a stupid ball to Silva. All Silva can do is just connect with it and get it away. And it's now a Burnley throw-in. 5 yards from our corner flag. Right wing. Chance to launch it, you'd imagine. Centre-backs haven't come forward for it, though, which is interesting. Loughton to take it. Wood goes short. Brady's there. Westwood's there. Chelsea are defending the positions well with Werner working back as well here. They get to Westwood, who gets deflected cross in, and it's a Burnley corner. McNeil's going to take this left foot in swinger. This is dangerous. Tarkowski, Ben Mee, Wood, tall players. They cause us problems. At the moment, Wood is by the far post, unmarked. Need to get this ball away. Wood's now standing with Mason Mount on him. So Burnley made a change. Vidra's gone off, replaced by Jay Rodriguez has come on. He's taller than Vidra as well, so he's getting in the box and all here. Need to pick him up. Chelsea's setting up the sort of zonal in the 6-yard box. Burnley have got 4 players, literally 6-yard box around Mendy. Cross comes in low. And we deflect it off the Burnley player. It goes off for a Chelsea goal kick. Brady's claiming it was a corner. It didn't. Chelsea flicked it off of him. Chelsea dealt with that. It was a poor corner from Dwight McNeil. It was so low. It was ridiculous. Pulisic did well. He come off the post to challenge Brady, flicked it off for Brady, and it's a Chelsea goal kick. And we've played the ball quickly up to Mason Mount, who's collected the ball in loads of space. Good ball out to Hudson-Odoi, 25 yards out, running towards the edge of the box, right-footed, deflected off the post, and they get the ball away. Brilliant from Hudson-Odoi. Again, outstanding. The difference, Hudson-Odoi, the confidence levels in him in these last 2 games has gone from here up here. He gets the ball outside the box. He drives towards the edge of the box. He sort of goes takes one touch to his right-hand side, shoots, and Peters deflects it off the post. Nick Pope was beaten. They get the ball away. They've picked up possession up to Wood, but they don't play the right ball. And Chelsea just work the ball between defenders and midfield to keep hold of it. And we play it out to the right-hand side to Hudson-Odoi. Werner's making a run in behind. He's found him. Werner in the box tries to find Pulisic first time. Tarkowski, using his experience, blocks it and gets the ball away. Good runs. Good running behind here. So good to see. At the minute, you've got different players making the runs. If it's either Pulisic going, then it's Werner going, then it's Mount going, then it's Hudson-Odoi. Burnley are not sure who to pick up here, and that's what's causing big problems in this half already. Hudson-Odoi rated highly in Germany, as we know. Bayern Munich want to try and sign him. Obviously, he's highly thought of by the manager. Reece James has been ignored as a right wing back here for Hudson-Odoi. And Hudson-Odoi's influence in these 2 games is massive. The highest I think it's ever been in a Chelsea shirt. And that's not an understatement either. Right, so Burnley have got a throw in inside our half. Just inside. They play it forward and we get it away. Played up to Pulisic, tries for a challenge, does well to win the ball, and Mason Mount sort of follows up and wins a foul from Westwood. 10 yards inside their half, right-hand side. Aspie takes it halfway. Goes back to Thiago Silva. Silva to Aspie again. Back to Silva. They're pressing, they're trying to press Jorginho. They fouled him. Jorginho's complaining, gone down from a challenge from Westwood. He's having a whinge at the referee's giving Westwood a yellow card. Westwood saying that's a joke. Did he touch him? No, he didn't. Didn't touch him. He went into... He didn't catch him the way Jorginho's claiming that he did. He just challenged him. Contact. That was it. Jorginho went down. Westwood's complaining. So Jorginho's saying to him about it. Someone's down now. It looks like it's Chris Wood. Burnley's main attacking threat, Wood, is down. This will be a blow for Burnley if this happens. They're stretching his right leg and he doesn't look happy. Burnley players are all sort of having a chat with each other here. Chelsea done well this half. Much better. But this is good. As I'm saying, Chelsea making runs from deep, different players, or the front three. Pulisic has been really busy since he's come on. He's working hard to win the ball back, but when he gets it, he's moving forward quickly, and it's really good to see. Who's coming on? They're making a change, Burnley. I think Wood's coming off, and he's their main target up front. And so I don't know if I've mentioned it in this particular commentary, but he's the one they're looking for from goal kicks. He's coming off, Wood. Looks like it's his hamstring. Goodmanson's coming on for Wood. But I mean, Rodriguez will go up front. There will be injury time, about 2-3 minutes. Plus, obviously, injury time allowed for subs. You might have 4 or 5 minutes here. Right, Silva takes a long ball forward. Looking for the run of Pulisic. They get the ball away. And they've won possession just on halfway. They play it up front. They play it forward. Look at bloody hell. They're looking forward for Rodriguez. Rodriguez comes across and he does that challenge where he sort of sits and parks himself down. And he sort of, he outstretches his legs like this, but he sort of jumps into it. And that, if he catches someone, he's off. He didn't. He won the ball, but that's Rudiger for you. And he comes up to Pulisic, who holds off 2 challenges. He then nutmegs Jack Court, but it's caught and he's won a free kick. Jorginho's got ball centre circle. There's a good ball forward to Mason Mount. Pulisic making a run from right to left. Tries to find him. They get the ball away. It is good. The movement from our front three is good here. Pulisic, Mount, Werner. At the minute, they don't know who to pick up. They're moving all the time. It's not as if it's very set and regimented, like it's rigid with just Pulisic on the right and Werner through the middle and Mount playing on the other side. They're all interchanging, and it's good to see at the minute. Burnley don't know what they're doing. Right, they've now cleared possession from us up to halfway, and Silva's got it. Comes out to the right-hand side to Hudson-Odoi. Halfway inside their half. Puts his foot on the ball, stops possession, and goes back to Jorginho and Thiago Silva. I was reading Andrew's comment. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. So, we've got possession. It comes out to Aspi. Plays it up to halfway. Shut down. Jorginho back to Aspi. Launches it forwards to nobody. Just to get the ball away. Burnley have got a throw in. Level the edge of their box. Left back position. Peters to take it. But the big man up front, Wood's gone off. So they've got Rodriguez up there now. He's not the same sort of threat in the air as Wood was. And Chelsea deal with the throw-in. Jorginho's won it. Alonso makes a run wide of him, but ignores him and goes back to Rudiger. Kovacic, centre circle, right on halfway. Plays the ball behind. Great run from Hudson-Odoi from out to into the channel. Overplays it. Burnley goal kick. Unlucky. Hudson-Odoi is the problem today. It was a problem for Wolves. It's a problem for Burnley. But in this second half, they've got a problem with Hudson-Odoi, but with the runs in the channel in behind. So, The goalkeeper's going to do the same thing from the goal kick. But this time, Chelsea should be able to deal with it better than they have done against Wood. And he launches it. Rodriguez wins the header from Jorginho. It's flicked up in the air. Hudson-Odoi holding off Brady and plays it up the line. Flicked back to Ben Mee, who goes back to Nick Pope. Stands outside of his box. Pulisic goes towards him and he launches it forward again. This time Silva wins a good header. They win it on the halfway. Up to Goodmanson. Plays it out to his left-hand side to Peters. Looks for a ball inside the box. And it evades everyone. And Mendy comes out and collects it. Nice and simple. Takes his time collecting the ball. Then moves from left to right across his box. Across the 6-yard box and throws it out to Aspi. Edge of the box right-hand side. Plays it up to Jorginho. Plays it out to Hudson-Odoi. Halfway inside our half. Stops. Goes back to Thiago Silva. Silva with loads of space. Drives forward. Stops. Plays it up to Kovacic. Sorry, Jorginho. Back to Rudiger, who goes square to Silva. Chelsea are happy with the 1-0. They know that Burnley's got to come out. So they're just knocking it about from side to side, looking for an opening. It's worked from right across to the left. Now to Alonso. Inside to Kovacic. Bottom of the centre circle. Over halfway now. Plays the ball out to the right-hand side. Hudson-Odoi. Werner's inside him. So is Mount. So is Pulisic far post. Tries to find him, but they get the ball away. And then Mount fouls Westwood. And it's a Burnley free kick just outside the box. Mount has been good today. Really good. Really influencing the game in the final third. Let's get a goal from Werner today. That'll be the icing on the cake. But Hudson-Odoi, as soon as we lose possession, or if it's their free kick, he works all the way back, Hudson-Odoi. He's getting back and he's dropping in into that wing-back position. Well, they launch the ball forward and Rodriguez wins the header again against Aspi and we lump it forward. Tarkowski wins the first header, but fouled by Pulisic on the halfway line and the Burnley centre-backs are going forward. This is going to be launched forward to the edge of the box here. Chelsea are holding the line really high. 10 yards outside of our own box here. They're forcing Burnley out. It's really, really high, our line. They got a man over, right winger. Westwood takes it. Looking for Ben Mee. Aspi holds him off and wins the challenge. And Hudson-Odoi gets the ball away up to halfway to Westwood. Another chance to get it forward, and he does. Looking for Tarkowski. It goes beyond him, over his head. And they got a crossing from the left-hand side that was blocked away by Thiago Silva. Mount then turns away from the challenge and finds Kovacic, who strides forward as he does. Across halfway, out to left-hand side to Alonso. Pulisic outside of him. Finds him. Edge of the box, left-hand side. Pulisic. Two in front of him. Forced backwards. Back to Kovacic. Plays it back to Rudiger. Back to Silva on halfway. Chelsea did well to deal with their threat. Right, Aspi steps on the ball. No one near him. He's got time to compose himself. Up to Mason Mount. Out to Hudson-Odoi, right wing. Back inside to Mason Mount. Gives it back to him. Back to Aspi. 25 yards out. Jorginho inside to Kovacic. Ball inside to Werner. Back to Jorginho. They've pushed up, leveled the edge of their box, Burnley, which is why this plays like this. Mount finds Hudson-Odoi for a great ball. Deary me. Hudson-Odoi made a run down the right-hand side. Mount found him in between two defenders. He gets the cross in and Ben Mee deflects it towards goal. Pope puts a big hand up. It was going in. Pushes the ball away. Nearly a second. Off Ben Mee and Nick Pope. Great save. And they get the ball away. Werner and Pulisic were both lurking. Chelsea throw. Alonso. Comes inside, finds Mason Mount, 25 yards out, shoots, Mason Mount, and it goes just wide with Pope beaten. But Timo Werner, noticeably saying to Mason Mount, put me in. As Mason Mount picked the ball up, Werner made a run. He was open. He literally, Ben Mee went to Mason Mount and left Werner. Werner was here, Tarkowski's behind him. All that Mount had to do was just slide him in. And he shot and it went wide. It's unlucky. Good from us. Good. Right, goal kick Burnley. 20 minutes plus injury time to go. Pope launches it. Rodriguez is going to be winning the header. He doesn't. Aspi wins it. Werner flicks it down right wing to Mason Mount, who does well he does well, unlucky. Tried to find Werner again, but they get the ball away. But they play the ball forward, Burnley, and there's no one there. Mendy. Big throw out to Rudiger. Kovacic comes inside to give him an option. Finds him. Gives it back to Rudiger. He's been shut down. Back to Mendy. Shut down. Up to Jorginho. Does a great little dummy and turns away from a challenge being closed down from Cork. And Mason Mount, again, this is the space he had in the first half. He's got Pulisic inside the box but overplays it. When Mason Mount picks that ball up, he's got Werner making a run through the middle. He's got Pulisic coming from left-hand side in. He's got Hudson-Odoi on the right. He's got Alonso on the left. 4 options. Unfortunately, the pass from Mason Mount was just too much on it and Pulisic couldn't connect. If Pulisic has that ball, connects it, if he controls it, he's in. Chelsea's passing in this half forward quickly is noticeably different from the second half. Right, we've done it again to Mason Mount, right of centre. Hudson-Odoi now, right-hand side, edge of the box, gets towards the byline, plays the ball into the middle to Christian Pulisic, and Pulisic shoots and it goes wide. Werner had made the run. He's dropped off to get the ball and Pulisic's come in front of him and took it off his feet. And Werner's looking up to the skies as if to say, what have I got to do here? But to be fair, Werner was being marked. Hudson-Odoi's delivery early is causing a difference here. Chelsea players know that as soon as he picks the ball up and takes a touch, he lifts his head up. The next touch is a pass or a cross into the box as I hit my microphone. Sorry about that. I get excited here. Right, another goal kick for Burnley. Launched forward up to halfway. Rudiger doesn't win the header, but Silva covers it. Nice little ball in Jorginho. Being shut down to Kovacic. Hudson-Odoi looking for a 1-2 with Pulisic, but they've read the pass. Mason Mount is pressing Ben Mee, forcing him backwards and doing really well as well, and he gives away a free kick. Ben Mee's gone down. Burnley free kick. Looks like there's a change being made. Yeah. Someone's making a substitution. Mount's been really good today. Does give the free kick away. They got a free kick literally 25 yards from their own byline. Substitution. Callum Hudson-Odoi is coming off for Reece James. Worked his socks off, Hudson-Odoi. He's done really well. 72 minutes. He's been the outstanding threat. And it's a big chance. Big chance for Reece James to impress now. More defensive minded, as we know. Right, Pope with a free kick, launches it. Remember, it's only 1-0. We get the ball away. Reece James heads it forward. The ball stayed in play. Pulisic goes to shut down Mee. Gone back to Pope, edge of the box. Drives a big punt forward, and Aspi's won it well to Reece James. Gets it back. Back to Reece James under pressure. Aspi launches it. Up to halfway. Easily managed by Burnley. They head it forward. Great touch from Thiago Silva. Plays it forward. Traps it. Nice little ball into the feet of Jorginho. Back to Rudiger. Now Jorginho's got it and sweeps the ball out to the left-hand side to Alonso. 10 yards inside their half. Alonso. Back to Kovacic. Jorginho. Centre circle. In the second goal, Chelsea. Jorginho and Kovacic. Nice little one-touch passes. Mount out to the wide right to Aspi. Back to Jorginho to Kovacic. Turns away from a challenge and beats his man and plays the ball out to right wing. Reece James, edge of the box, plays it looking for the feet of Mason Mount. Werner was lurking as well. We've still got it. Kovacic. Make the run, Timo. Keep making your runs, even though you're being ignored at the minute. Kovacic. Werner's now dropped deep outside the box to get the ball here. Now he steps out and allows the ball go out to Alonso. Alonso, 25 yards out. Goes back to Rudiger. Jorginho a little bit of space. Halfway inside their half. Ball out to the right. Reece James inside their box. Shoots low. Great save from Pope, and he deflects the ball away before Mount can get there. But we've won back second ball. Jorginho, back to Thiago Silva. Jorginho. Kovacic, acres of space, top of the centre circle. Rudiger's next to him, plays it out to Alonso, left wing. Back inside to Kovacic. Kovacic switches it again, wide right. Reece James chests it down, brings it down. Edge of the box, Mason Mount. Inside to Pulisic, back out to Reece James. Cross comes in, deflected away. Chelsea throw him. That out ball to the right-hand side is always on because they're all defending narrow. Their back four just sits so narrow defensively. Chelsea got possession, worked it back to Azpi. Back across to Kovacic. Holds off possession, holds up Jorginho to the edge of the box. Goes outside of him to Reece James. Back to Jorginho again. Alonso's on the back post. Reece James into Mount. Jorginho now. They won't play a ball in at the moment. They're just keeping hold of possession. And Kovacic drives forward. Chances his luck from outside the box and fires high and over the bar. But it's very, very quick. Very quick. Taking the touch. If there's not a pass on, they go sideways, but then they're looking forward again. It's not just side to side all the time. In the ball into Werner here. Really do. So Burnley have made a change. Brady's gone off for Mbongo's come on. He was quite a tall physical player. So he's come on to their left-hand side, is it? No, their right-hand side. So Pope takes the goal kick, launches it up to halfway. Goes over everyone. He looks like he's playing up front. He's a forward, a young forward. He looks quite physical as well, this guy. So he's going to be another different threat for Chelsea to deal with. But we've done it. We've won the ball well here. Rudiger to Mendy. Thiago Silva. Out to Azpi. Up the line. Pulisic. Ben Mee beats him. But then Pulisic tracks back to win it. They launch it forward to the edge of our box. Silva just calmly heads it back to Mendy. Just calm. Different class, Thiago Silva. Brilliant signing. Well, we got the ball and he's got it again. Just outside of our box here. Burnley have got a bit more urgency to their game. They've gone two up front again. And they're pressing high. So if we can get out here, couple of passes, we're getting behind them again. So Werner's dropped deep to get involved and gives it out wide to Alonso. Slowed it down a little bit. Kovacic, halfway inside their half. They're all sitting back. They've got men behind the ball. So Mount comes out to get it. Plays a nice little 1-2 with Alonso and goes down the line, Mount. Loughton wins the challenge. Tarkowski's there as well to help out. And plays the ball up the line to Goodmanson, who launches it up towards halfway. Rudiger with Mbongo. Does well to hold him off. Kovacic nicks in to win the ball. Alonso does well to win it. Gives it to Jorginho, who finds Werner. Plays it out to the right-hand side to Reece James. He's got acres. Inside of him is Azpi. Azpi to Jorginho. They've all got back Burnley, so we're forced backwards. Kovacic. Centre circle. Out wide right to Azpi. Outside of him is Reece James. Gets the ball back. Back to Azpi. Back to Thiago Silva. Sorry, Jorginho. Then to Thiago Silva. Mason Mount, left-hand side. Alonso, edge of the box. Tries to come back inside and he's beaten by Loughton. Plays it up the line. But then Mason Mount wins a good challenge. Alonso picks the ball up again. Halfway inside their half. Pulisic collects the ball. Azpi plays it wide right to Reece James, edge of the box. Back outside to Azpi. Azpi to Kovacic. Trying to find a pass. It gives it to Alonso. Gets it back. Kovacic. Wide right again. Reece James brings it down. Right corner of their box. Back to Azpi. Ball needs to go in. Mason Mount drops to come and get it. Holds off a challenge from Cork. Back to Azpi. Jorginho. Back out to Rudiger. Halfway inside their half. Left-hand side now. Forward 10 yards to Alonso. He holds the ball up. Back to Rudiger. Back to Thiago Silva. Halfway line. Burnley are working hard. Big ball out to Reece James again. Brings it down. 10 yards from the byline. Plays the ball inside the box to Mason Mount, who holds it up. Reece James, cross comes in, deflected, and they get it away. They try to find the sub, it's just come on. But they're now a free kick to Burnley, offside. Right, another Chelsea change, and it's Kai Havertz coming on for Mason Mount. That's the 3 changes. So Havertz has got 11 minutes. He's getting instruction from Tuchel. It's a big old handshake from Tuchel, Mason Mount. Havertz comes on. Got a bit of paper which he's given to Jorginho by the looks of it. Pope launches it forward. It's still only 1-0. 10 minutes to go plus injury time. Rodriguez has won another header. Thiago Silva does well to step in and win it. And then Reece James launches it forward up to halfway. Ben Mee chests it down, launches it forward, but puts it out of play. Chelsea throw in by the halfway line. Right wing. Reece James to take it. Goes short to Kovacic, gets it back, and Aspi plays it out to Thiago Silva. Plays it to Jorginho. Thiago Silva. 10 yards outside of our box. To Aspi. Reece James plays it inside to Kovacic. Plays a good first pass up the line to Pulisic. Shut down by Ben Mee. And they play it forward to the sub, Mbongo. Inside to Goodmanson. Mbongo's there again. Edge of the box. They've picked up the ball with Rodriguez. Dwight McNeil outside the box. Cross comes in. Headed away first time by Thiago Silva. And then Aspi follows up and gets the ball away with Reece James, who takes a touch inside and does really well. Jorginho. Havertz calling for it. Centre circle. Drives forward with space. Loads of it. Tries to find Werner. And Ben Mee, last minute, gets a foot in and just deflects the ball away from Werner. Werner was in. Unlucky. But they play the ball forward up to halfway. Rodriguez has gone down claiming he was caught by Aspi. He wasn't. Referee says play on. Havertz under pressure. Chelsea throw. It's a Burnley throw. 10 yards inside their half. Burnley left back position with the throw in. Keep going, Timo. You will score, mate. Keep going. Right, Peters to take the throw for Burnley. Right, he throws it forward over halfway. Rodriguez flicks it forward, but Aspi gets in front of the attacker and gets the ball away. Then Burnley try to play it nice and simple, back out to Peters, overplay it. It's a Chelsea throw-in. Reece James right in front. Sean Dyce, who's still up barking orders at the Burnley side. We go backwards. He's encouraged them to press. Silva's got the ball. Aspi plays it up to Jorginho. Just over halfway to Reece James. Right wing goes back to Aspi, who works across from right to left to Silva now. Dead centre. Halfway inside our half. Slowed it right down. Burnley in defensive shape but not pressing. Swinging out ball to Alonso. Heads it up to Werner up the line. Takes it down. Does well. Plays the ball down to Havertz by the byline. Cross comes in to Pulisic near post. Flicks it straight into the arms of Pope. Good move. Werner, Havertz linking up. Good ball from Havertz. Right, Burnley goal kickers lump forward. Rodriguez is a handful. So is the substitution of Mbongo. But we get the ball away. Rudiger striding forward. Left-hand side now, Alonso. Halfway inside their half. Plays it up the line to Pulisic. Pulisic drives towards the edge of the box. 5 yards from the byline. Cross comes in. Alonso takes a touch. Alonso has scored an absolute beautiful goal. Marcus Alonso, 2-0. My word, what a goal that was. And Alonso kisses the badge. What a goal that is. Deary me. I'm just going to see a replay of that goal. That was outstanding. We've got the ball out with Alonso. He plays it to Pulisic, who makes a run down the left wing. And Alonso doing what he does, he drifts inside the box. I've just seen it now, right? So he gives the ball to Pulisic, who collects the ball 10 yards from the byline. He drifts into the box and Pulisic just plays a little dink pass to Alonso. and Alonso is 2 feet outside the post, the near post. The ball comes into him. He chests it, takes a knee to control it, and without the ball hitting the floor, he just turns, spins, and volleys the ball into the top corner. And Nick Pope is just like this. Alonso, absolutely brilliant goal. And he's kissing the badge. He's showing the badge and he's kissing the badge, showing he's got every intention of staying here. But what a goal. Pulisic just flicked the ball into him and he had so much work to do with the defender behind him. Chests it, takes a little touch on his knee to keep the ball in the air, and then you just see him, just spins. And what a scissor kick. It wasn't even a scissor kick. He just spun and just connects with it perfect on the volley. Left foot, right into the top corner. What a goal that is. Dearie me. Great goal. Right, we've got possession. Jorginho, back to Aspi. I think if you had your old bingo cards today, or your betting cards, first goal scorer or any time, you wouldn't have had Aspi or Alonso, would you? Dearie me. Right, Burnley have won back possession from us, but we've won it back on halfway with Kovacic. He's got Havertz. He's got Alonso outside of him. Halfway inside their half. Alonso. He's got Werner outside. Kovacic. Making a run is Reece James. He's 4 players asking for it back post. Goes back to Kovacic. Havertz. Edge of the box. Back out to Rudiger. Rudiger to Kovacic. Havertz. Rudiger. Kovacic. Apology. If you heard a burp there, I apologise. Anyway, Aspi. Centre circle. Back to Thiago Silva. Silva to Aspi. Comes outside here. Right back position, Jorginho. Up to Pulisic, who lays it off to Reece James. Jorginho. Werner's asking for it, making a run, but he can't find him. He actually had it in pass to him, Werner. Well, they've worked it out to the right-hand side of Goodmanson, and Mbongo's going to be offside. It's going to play out, but he's offside. Mbongo shoots, hits the bottom of the post and goes wide. It's going to be one of these where he's offside anyway. This ridiculous ruling where let's just play out the fact that the bloke's offside and 5 minutes later going to give it. It's ridiculous. Premier League, get rid of it. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, let's keep a clean sheet here. We got 3 minutes of injury time, or 3 minutes plus injury time to go, which will probably be about 4 minutes. You'll have to admit. Anyway, we've got the ball with Rudiger. Thiago Silva, bottom of the centre circle now. Outside to Cesar Azpi. Shut down, so goes to Thiago Silva. Kovacic, centre circle. Space. Just takes a touch forward to Werner. Werner steps away from a challenge, but he's brought down by Ben Mee. Referee says play on. But Werner will look there to just take a little touch and get away. Nothing given. He's back up. Challenging Tarkowski. Peters. Shut down by Reece James. Burnley throwing. Level the edge of their box. Left back position. What a finish from Alonso. He's always a threat in the box, but what a finish that was. He just plays the ball outside to Pulisic, just drifts into the box. And Pulisic finds him, he chests it, knees it, and just volleys it into the roof of the net. It's brilliant. Hold on, doing the old badge, he's doing all this constantly as he's celebrating and he's pointing to it. Alonso, back in favour. Right, so Burnley have got possession. Right back position. They've come inside. Kovacic has done well to win it, but deflects to Jack Corker. It comes out to McNeil. Halfway inside our half. He's got the winger outside of him, is Peters. Finds him, gets to the byline, but overplays it unluckily. Chelsea goal kick. Good move from them. But Chelsea goal kick. Right, come on. It's a good performance second half. Much better than the first. I know we got a goal up. But This is much better second half. Much, much better. The options we got going forward. And we're moving it much quicker. See, Jorginho there, brilliant. Jorginho's picked up the ball inside our halfway line. He's under pressure. He flicks the ball over the head of someone closing him down and then puts it straight out to the left-hand side to Alonso. Brilliant move. Brilliant play as well. We go forward and now we've got a throw-in. 25 yards out. Jorginho, under pressure, goes back to Rudiger. Kovacic and Jorginho have been 100% better this half. By far. Jorginho now sweeps the ball out to the right-hand side. Reece James, inside the edge of the box, tries to find Kovacic with a nice little ball inside, but collects a loose ball by the byline. Kovacic, right wing, plays it to Aspi, gets it back to Azpilicueta, 25 yards from goal, forced backwards. Thiago Silva to Kovacic. Thiago Silva being shut down. 4 minutes of injury time to go. Back to Mendy. Mendy taking his time, put under pressure, turns away from the attacker. Nice little drag back. Plays it out to Alonso. Finds Kai Havertz. Halfway, driving forward in space. He's got Pulisic wide open to his left. Werner's through the middle. Pulisic tries to find Werner, but the pass, it was a good idea, which Werner applauds. Pulisic was on his right foot, left side. He tried to play that curler from the outside of his boot into the path of Werner, but it was too close to Nick Pope. Werner couldn't get there, but once again, quick, incisive, great play. Werner's asking for it. Yeah, Pulisic got it all wrong. He tried to play that, the outside of the boot where it curls back into the run of the forward. It was just hit straight, unfortunately, for Werner, but Werner applauds the idea. Werner's still working hard to hold the ball up, but he's offside. 3 minutes of injury time to go. Tuchel's happy. He's sitting down. Wrapped up for the winter. It is cold. It's cold in here, I tell you, where I am. I normally would have a heater on, but it makes too much noise. So, free kick to Burnley. Pope launches it up to the edge of our box. Silva doesn't win it, but Rudiger wins the second header, importantly as well. And they get the ball away up to halfway. Peters lumps it forward again. And Alonso does well. He sees that Tarkowski's coming in, holds his ground and just eases him away, and it goes over his head for a Chelsea throw-in. About 10 yards from our corner flag, left-hand side. Alonso to take it. Alonso takes it up to Havertz, tries to find Pulisic. It's fouled as a Burnley defender, and Burnley have got a free kick in a dangerous area here. About 20 yards out, right wing, chance to get the ball in the box. 2 minutes of injury time to go. We're taken by Westwood here, or Dwight McNeil with a left foot. Tarkowski's back post with Kai Havertz marking him. Tarkowski's a danger. It's going back post. 100% this is going back post. Ben Mee's got Alonso with him. And Tarkowski's behind Ben Mee with Havertz trying to mark him. But Havertz is ball watching. He's not watching the back post. You got to mark him. Cross comes in and we get it away with Thiago Silva. Wins a good header at the near post and it goes away for a corner. Silva's encouraged everyone. He's chatting away. He's organising Silva. Burnley corner. A minute of injury time to go. Aspi's marking Tarkowski, who throws him to the floor. Cross comes in. Let's get it away. They win the header, Tarkowski, right on the 6-yard box, but he heads it over. Good player he is. Centre half, I have to say. Those rumours we were in for him. But Thiago Silva become available and that's it. So this is probably going to be it. 30 seconds of injury time to go. This looks like being a Chelsea 2-0 win. That's their first attempt on goal, Burnley's, in the whole game. First attempt over the bar. 19 attempts on goal, 8 on target from Chelsea. 2 goals, much better second half. Good to see. So Mendy's going to take a goal kick here. We're taking our time. The referee will probably blow up. And it'll be a good first win for Thomas Tuchel. And who would have had Cesar Azpilicueta and Marcos Alonso as your 2 goal scorers this morning before the teams come out? Even after you saw the teams. Mendy takes the goal kick, launched forward up to the left wing. Referee blows the whistle. And that's it. It's finished. Chelsea 2, Burnley 0. Great performance in the second half. I mean, we got the 1 goal in the first half with a great move. Hudson-Odoi was outstanding. Aspi with a great finish. And then second half, Alonso's goal, brilliant. But Chelsea were much better second half. The movement was just outstanding second half. So much better. The way we played the ball forward, and Jorginho gets a big hug from Thomas Tuchel as he comes off the pitch. Frustrating for Timo, but his goals will come. 100% they'll come. But what a performance that was. Tuchel's giving everyone high fives and giving them cuddles in the game. Werner looks a little bit frustrated still, but he'll get there, 100%. But Hudson-Odoi was outstanding in the game. Mason Mount was brilliant in the game. Really good to see a good, strong Chelsea performance, and we didn't look in any danger. So that was a dangerous game today, but we come through it and we win the game 2-0. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for getting involved in the chat. Thank you for liking the video. Drop a like before you leave on it for me. And I'm about to do the video review of the game. So thank you guys so much for watching and getting involved. I am back here with more commentary. This time it's Thursday night. Tottenham against Chelsea. Jose up against Tuchel. Interesting to say. So join me for that. Make sure you do. If you've the first time here, hopefully you've enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. Drop a like on the video as many times as possible. I know you can only do once. That's a stupid statement to make. So enjoy, guys. Enjoy your Sunday, the rest of the football. Have a good couple of days. I'll be back with more videos on this channel as the week goes on. But live commentary back here Thursday. Tottenham v Chelsea. I hate Tottenham. Have a good Sunday. Make sure you stay tuned for my video. Thanks again. See you guys. See you next time.